Do you know how much your rabbits are costing you each month, or are you just guessing? Feed, unfortunately, is the number one expense for raising rabbits, and most rabbit breeders have no idea how much they're going through each month or even on a quarterly basis. They just notice, I'm running a little low, so they hand over the credit card when they're about to run out and don't ask any questions. If you want your rabbitry to go without draining your wallet and honestly cutting into the emotions and the fun of it, because in the back of your mind, you know that your hobby is draining your family resources, you've got to start tracking this one thing. I've been raising rabbits for over 20 years and French lops for over 15 of those years. And I learned pretty quickly early on that not tracking how much it's costing you will severely eat into your enjoyment, as well as your confidence of, can I keep these long term? Back in when COVID happened for all of the world, I got contacted by so many people wanting me to take on their rabbits or something that they bought from me because they were freaking out. Or I would see in Facebook groups where people were just cutting and running with all their herds because they were afraid of what was coming. But that was one thing I never had to question. My rabbits were paying for themselves 100% of the time and bringing in money. And I didn't have to wonder where the next feed bag was going to come from. I was able to know that the rabbits were covering the costs that it took to keep them around. Even if I had to cut prices at that point, I had enough margin that the expense wasn't an issue. Tracking your feed, which is your number one expense, is going to tell you how many rabbits you can afford, how you can make decisions on how large you can grow your rabbitry to, and when maybe you need to dial back. Rabbits got to eat whether they are producing for your farm or not. It all adds up quickly. For the herd, that I usually spend about $300 every quarter for my small French lap herd, which is about 12 to 14 keepers or 14 head during any given time. So we're looking up to close to $1,200 to even $1,300 a year for the amount that I have. So you have to be able to know, can I either offset that or is it worth what it's costing me for the results I'm getting? All right, I'm going to show you in a spreadsheet that I made how I track how many rabbits I have, the amount that I feed each one per day. So all you need to do is grab the amount that you feed one senior rabbit, one intermediate aged rabbit, and then how much you feed your juniors. So usually anything, it depends on the breed you raise, but anything right around that 6 to 3 month mark. And then how much, this is the one area I'll let you ballpark a little bit, is how much you feed anything under 12 weeks and starting right around 3 weeks. So that's going to be a little fuzzy. And we always have a little bit extra over that. We always overestimate, we never underestimate. So I'm going to show you how to weigh it. All you need is like a kitchen scale. I've got a baby scale that I will link below to in the description, and you can weigh your rabbit feed on that. All right, before you turn your scale on, no matter which one you're using, set it up and put the container that is going to hold the feed on it first, because that means it's going to zero out and not weigh the amount that the cup weighs as well. So we're gonna turn it on. This one's a little bit tricky. So this one does pounds and ounces, and then these are literally like half ounces. So it can get a little bit more detailed than that, but that's what you want to see, the zero outing when you turn it on. So then I'm just going to pour the amount that I feed each rabbit. It's pretty accurate. So right on 10 ounces, sometimes a little bit more, right on 10 ounces per senior rabbit. One of my adult rabbits gets one of those. So then what I would do is for the juniors or ones that are, unfortunately, French laps eat a full amount pretty quickly. But for my juniors, a little more than half full is about what they get. So it's pretty much 5 ounces what they get. So then what I would do is, say a litter has about 5 or 6 kits in it. I usually feed about 4 of those a day to that. So then I'll just multiply how much a single one weighs to track the feed for the litters. Let me show you how I track feed inside of the Rabbitry Management Hub that is inside the operations system that you can find available in the description. So here is the feed usage tab, and we've got several others in here, but this one is, I'm like ecstatic about it. So in this tracking system, there is the seniors section, the intermediates section, the juniors, and then the kits under 12 weeks. So like I kind of mentioned while I was weighing the feed, I really don't have much to worry about. Like, French laps eat the amount of a senior really, really quickly. So I'm going to zero this out And as you can see, as I was doing that, this gray is automatically done for me. So if you are doing that, don't touch the gray sections. So we're going to go in and plug in the amount that you feed per one animal. So this is 10 ounces. And then for the juniors, I feed them 5 ounces. Now these are junior French laps. And then per litter here. So let's zero this one out because currently I don't have one, but I want you to simply see how this works. So right now I have 13 on hand. So per day I'm using 130 ounces, but that ends up being 253 pounds per month. So as you can see in the code up here, what it does is takes the amount of ounces, multiplies it times the amount that you have, then add times that times 30, but down here it divides it by 16, obviously 16 ounces per pound. So then what's really gets cool is right now I only have one junior that I'm keeping that eats that lower amount. She probably eats a little bit more, but not that much. So down over here, this is your total pounds per month. Now where it gets really cool though is you can track the bag weight. So sometimes you can get a 40-pound bag. And then this is the amount that it costs you per bag. So for me, I'm able to get 50-pound bags for $18. So for me to cover the amount of poundage per month, I need to buy 6 bags. So at $18.50 a bag, that's $111 a month. Okay? So see how cool that is to where you just add in a few numbers and it does the math for you. But let's say what happens if I buy a 40-pound bag? Well, that means I need to buy 7 bags and that makes it $130 a month. So I've got 2 of these for you and you're able, if you have multiple breeds, you can just copy and paste this, right click and hit copy, and then make sure you give yourself enough space, but then it will change the code. What you don't want to do is come up here and grab this and fill it in down here, because what it's going to do is count the cells from these numbers, not down here. Okay, so that's where you're able to just put the breed in here if you have multiples. Or what I like to do too is we are planning on growing the herd a little bit in the next year or so once we get the build out done. And so let's say that my ideal amount is I would like to see what it happens when I get up to 20 seniors at a time. So what does that look like? That looks like 370 pounds a month. So let's zero that out just so we don't have to play around with it. So 370 pounds. That means I go from, well, let's go back to the 50. So that means I go from 111 to nearly $150. That's a little bit, that's a nice jump. And so that's where I can play around with it and go, well, what if I was going to, let's go back and play with the amount of litters that I want to plan. Well, what if I do, let's say I have 5 litters at a time, but I'm feeding each one, if I'm using 5 of those cage cups, that's 50 ounces. That's 250 ounces or nearly 500 pounds over a month's time. That ends up being a lot. Do you see how that doubles almost? So just consider doing something like this, even if you have one breed and you're wanting to grow or you're thinking of buying more, this might slow you down when it comes to, oh, I would like to keep some of these cute ones. Does that make sense? So the more you have and the more you just kind of play with the numbers, it will help you make it tangible and go, maybe I ought to stick to the budget. This is just my absolute favorite tool to play with. If you want to grab a copy of it, as well as some of the breeding planners, and the doe production tracker and your herd tracker, all of these are in the description. I know that tracking your numbers and maybe putting a little bit of boundaries on how large you grow or how many you can keep might sound like a little bit of a party pooper, but we owe it to the animals that we have to keep our finances in check, so we don't have to wonder, can we afford to care for them? Can we afford to keep them? Can we, do we have to wonder about rehoming them when life gets hard? Track the amount of your number one expense and know how much your rabbits cost you. All right. There are helpful resources in the description. Grab the operation system, start optimizing your rabbitry for max production and simplicity of operations for you.